Next Chapter Podcasts.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event, so give your friends something to look at, like a B&B with an ocean view, an endless field of wildflowers, or a sunset that needs no filter. Make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV or powerful sedan. See your local Kia dealer or visit kia.com to learn more. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Sale applies to purchase of specially tagged 2024 vehicles only. Quantities are limited. Must take delivery by 7/8/24.
Join Play On Premium to get merch like t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs, ad-free episodes, and bonus content video featuring interviews with the actors, producers, playwrights, and directors who brought it all to life. Go to ncpodcasts.com and subscribe to Play On Premium to support the art and the artists.
Next Chapter Podcast presents the Play On podcast series, The Taming of the Shrew.
Episode 1.
To suck the sweets of sweet philosophy.
For the best listening experience, please be sure to use headphones or earbuds.
And remember, a woman may be made a fool if she has not the spirit to resist.
Tranio! Since for the great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of the arts, we are arrived in fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy. And by my father's love and leave am armed with his good will and thy good company. My trusty servant, whom he trusts with me, here let us draw breath and plot my course, a course of study broad in liberal arts that well prepare a man for a happy life. Pisa, renowned for its men of commerce, gave me being in my father before, a merchant of great traffic through the world, Vincentio of the house of Bentivogli. Myself to Florence sent to board at school that I might make my fortune, hopes conceived, less by filthy means and more by virtue. And now, Tranio, I here set out to learn what virtue is, and by philosophy to find what happiness by virtuous act and virtue done can be by me achieved. Tell me thy mind.
Mi perdonato, gentle master mine. I am in all affected as yourself, glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy.
Oh, you understand me.
Only, good master, while we all admire this virtue and this moral discipline, let's be no stoics or no wooden blocks. Aristotle's ethics have their uses, but read Ovid if you want to study love. And practice chopping logic in the tavern. And try the arts of rhetoric and banter. Poetry and music make the wits quick. For mathematics, science, physics, meta, have at them as you find you have a taste. No profit grows where there is no pleasure taken. In brief, sir, study what you most affect.
1,000 thanks, Tranio, thy point's well aimed. Where's our other servant, Biondello? When he arrives, shall we some lodging seek? For such fraternal parties shall we host for those new friends we come to find in Padua.
Shitty old man, what a pity you outran your nerves.
But stay a while, what company is this?
Master, some show to welcome us to town.
Lost your minds! Gentlemen, importune me no further.
Not like that.
She loves me. How firmly I am resolved, you know. That is, not to bestow my youngest daughter until I have a husband for the elder.
Father!
If either of you both love Katharina, because I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
Carter, brother. She's too rough for me. How say, Hortensio, will you any wife?
I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a laughing stock of me among such stale mates?
No mates for you, though in troth you need checking.
Unless you were of gentler, milder mold.
In faith, I would not touch thee with a pole, not even were it made full 10 feet long. Not should you be the last man left on earth.
Say, Hortensio, have you a pole to tame this bitch?
Nay, but an iron pole to poke a witch.
Come at me with a witching pole? I'll put it where the sun doth never go.
Whoa!
Catherine!
Master, let's stay. This maid is enthralling. When have you ever seen a double deballing?
But in the other silence do I see maid's mild behavior and sobriety.
Well said, Master. Mum, engage your fill.
Peace, Tranio!
Gentlemen, that I may soon make good what I have said. Bianca, get you in. Pout not, father's pigeon, good Bianca. For I will love thee nevertheless, my girl.
A pretty pet. What? Weep left and smile right? I'll see thee later and then that smile smite.
Sister, content you in my discontent? Sir, to your pleasure, humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, on them to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Tranio, 'tis wise Minerva speaks. Minerva, Rome's great goddess.
Signor Baptista, will you be so cruel? Oh, that we who love Bianca should cause Bianca's grief?
Why should you wall her up, Senor Baptista, for that fiend of hell and make her pay the Gorgon sister's penance?
Gentlemen, content ye. I am resolved. Go in, Bianca. And for as you see, she taketh much delight in music, instruments, and poetry. Schoolmasters will I keep within my house, fit to polish my jewel. If you, Hortensio, or Signor Gremio, you, know any such, refer them hither. Worthy tutors I shall well reward, being generous in all to mine own children in good bringing up. And so, farewell.
Why, I trust I may go too, may I not?
Catherine! Wait you here. Stay, for I have more to commune with Bianca.
What? Shall I be appointed hours, as though I knew not when to come and when to go?
You can go to the devil and his dam, where your gifts can be best admired.
My poor Petunia.
Women's love is great, Hortensio, but not so much that we mayn't our heels cool and fast from love a little while together. Our cake is but half-baked. For the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can by any means light on a fit man to teach her in whom she would delight, I will send him to her father.
So will I, Signor Gremio. But a word, I pray. Though the nature of our contest ne'er allowed for common good, we may now reflect it's in our interests both that we labor to effect one thing.
What's that, I pray?
Marry, sir, to get a husband for her sister.
A husband, a devil!
I say a husband.
I say a devil! Think so, Hortensio, though her father be very rich. Any man is so desperate, a fool, to be married to hell?
Tush, Gremio. Though it pass your patience and mine to endure her horrid dins, why, man, there be good fellows in the world, if a man could but find 'em, would take her with all her faults. Were the money enough?
Perhaps 'tis so. As for me, I would as soon be whipped at the crossroads in the marketplace each morning.
And 'tis true the market's small for rotten apples. But come, since this hitch makes us friends, let it be that we as friends keep on till, by helping Baptista's eldest daughter to a husband, we set his youngest free for one, and then have to it afresh. How say you, Signor Gremio?
I am agreed, and I would give him the best horse in Padua to woo the elder wetter and better and rid the house of her. Come on!
Oh, my Bianca.
I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love should of a sudden take such hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it even possible. But see, while I stood idly looking on, I felt the force of love in idleness, that fabled flower I once dismissed as myth that makes a man to fall to Cupid's shaft.
Get on with
In plainness do confess to thee, Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio, if I achieve not this young, modest girl. Counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
As you mean to say, redime te captum quamque as minimo, as we were taught to say in school. Why, you could pass for a schoolmaster.
1,000 thanks. I'll tour. This contents.
Oh, master! You looked so long upon the maid. Perhaps you missed the meat of the matter. Marked you not her sister raise up such a storm would shatter mortal ears?
I saw Bianca's coral lips to move, as with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay, now is time to stir him from his trance. I pray, awake, sir. If you love the maid, bend thoughts and wits to win her.
Huh?
Thus it stands. Her elder sister is so cursed a Shrew that till her father rid his hands of her, your love will live a virgin trapped at home. And for this he keeps her so walled up that she will not be thronged with suitors be.
Tranio, what a cruel father's he! Though didst thou not note bene how he took to find her learned masters to instruct?
I noted well.
I have it, Tranio.
Why, now 'tis plotted. You could pass for a schoolmaster. Master, here's my hand. Both our inventions meet and jump in one.
Tell me thine first.
You will be a schoolmaster and undercover undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
It is. May it be done?
Not possible. For who shall take your place? Be in Padua here, Vincentio's son. Keep house, play a student's part, make friends, host his countrymen, and banquet them.
Basta! Content thee. I have the scheme. We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we be distinguished by our faces as man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be master, Tranio, in my place. Keep a house and entourage in all as I will some other be, some Florentine, some Neapolitan, some meaner man of Pisa. 'Tis hatched and shall be done. Tranio, haste. Unrobe thee. Take my colored hat and cloak. When Biondello comes, he'll wait on thee. Some story I'll devise to shut his mouth.
Good luck with that. In brief, sir, since it your pleasure is, I am content to be Lucentio, because so well I love Lucentio.
Tranio, be so because Lucentio loves. And let me be a lowly tutor to achieve the maid whose sudden sight enthralled my wounded eye. Hark! 'Tis Biondello. Now comes the rogue.
Why, what's this?
Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now, where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you stolen his? Or both? Pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, come hither. 'Tis no time to jest, and therefore mend your manners to the time. Your fellow Tranio here, to save my life, puts my apparel and my countenance on, and I for my escape have put on his. For in a quarrel since I came ashore, I killed a man, and fear the deed was seen. Wait you on him, I charge, as were he me, while I make way from hence to save my life. You understand me?
Aye, sir. Whoa.
And never the name of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio is changed into Lucentio.
The better for him. Would I were so too.
So could I wish, boy, to have the next wish after, that as Lucentio I enjoy Baptista's youngest daughter. But, Sirrah, not for my sake, but your master's, I advise watch your words with care in all companies. When I am alone, then I am Tranio, but in all places else, your master Lucentio.
One more thing awaits that thou must do, Tranio, to make thee one amongst these wooers. Let's go.
Hi, this is Sally Kate Holmes, Managing Director of Next Chapter Podcasts, here to tell you about a pretty cool new offering from our friends at Apollo Podcasts. You can now find the Play On podcasts on Apollo Plus, a creator-owned platform where every subscriber helps audio fiction creators such as us. You can listen ad-free, early access to exclusives, behind-the-scenes supercuts, and more on Apollo Plus. On top of all that, 70% of the revenue on Apollo Plus goes directly to creators. Join Apollo Plus through the Apollo Podcasts app or by going to apollopods.com.
Verona! For a while I take my leave to see my friends. In Padua! But most, that best beloved, well-approved friend, Hortensio. And I know this is his house. Here, Sirrah Grumio, knock, I say.
Knock, sir? Whom should I knock? Is there any man has abused your worship?
Villain, I say knock me at this gate, and rap me well, or I'll knock your knave's pate.
My master has grown quarrelsome. Should I rap you well, and then I know after who catches hell?
Will it not be? Faith, Sirrah, and you'll not knock, I'll ring thee.
Ow! Ow!
And see how you can do-re and sing me.
Ow! Help! Someone help! My master is mad!
Now, knock when I bid you, Sirrah villain.
Ow!
How now? How can it be? My old friend Grumio and my good friend Petruchio, how do you all at Verona?
Signor Hortensio! Are you come to join the fray? Con tutto il core ben trovato, may I say.
Oh, al nostra casa benvenuto, molto onorato, signor mio Petruchio. Oh, rise, Grumio, and we will mend this quarrel.
Would to God I knocked him well at first, then had not poor Grumio come by the worst.
Senseless villain, good Hortensio. I bade the rascal knock upon your gate, and could not for all get him to do it.
Knock at the gate? Oh, heavens, spake you not these words plain? Sirrah, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well, and knock me soundly, and come you now with knocking at the gate.
Sirrah, be gone, or talk not, I advise you.
Petruchio, patience. I will stand for Grumio. Any chance of fight twixt him and you? Though I, of all, know well you love a quarrel, your trusty, pleasant servant Grumio's old. And tell me now, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua here from old Verona?
Such wind as scatters young men through the world to seek their fortunes farther than at home, where small opportunity grows. In brief, Signor Hortensio, thus it stands with me. Antonio, my father, is deceased, and I have thrust myself into this maze in hopes to wive and thrive as best I may, crowns in my purse and goods at home. And so am come abroad to see the world. Signor Hortensio, twixt such friends as we, few words suffice. And therefore, if thou know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, I come to wive it wealthily in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Petruchio, should I come plainly to thee and wish for thee a shrewd, ill-tempered wife, you'd thank me but little for my counsel. And yet I know one, and she shall be rich. Very rich. But thou art too much my friend, and I'll not wish thee to her.
Wealth being the music of my wooing dance, were she a worser shrew than Noah's wife, me it distresses not, or blunts the least affection's edge in me, were she as rough as are the swelling Adriatic seas.
Signor Hortensio, could I talk to you for a sec? Nay, look you, sir. He tells you flatly what his mind is. Why, give him gold enough and marry him to a teething ring or a corset string or an old tart with ne'er a tooth in her head, though she have as many diseases as 50 horses. Why, nothing could be wrong for him, so long's the money's right.
Petruchio, since we are waded thus far in, I will continue that I began in jest. I could, Petruchio, help thee to a wife with wealth enough.
No.
And young and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and that is faults enough, is that she is evil, intractably shrewd, so beyond all measure that were my estate far worser than it is, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
Hortensio, peace! Thou know'st not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, and 'tis enough. For I will board her, though she roar as loud as thunder when the clouds in autumn crack.
Her father is Baptista Minola, an affable and a courteous gentleman, and her name is Caterina Minola, renowned in Padua for her scalding tongue.
I know her father, though I know not her, and he knew my deceased father well. I will not sleep, Hortensio, till I see her, and therefore, though I hold thee dearest friend, no more I so account thee from this day, unless you to her will show me the way.
Signor Hortensio, one more sec. I pray you, sir, let him to her while the humor lasts. Upon my word, and she knew him as well as I do, she would find her best shrewing would do little good upon him. You know him not, sir?
Tarry, Petruchio, I will show you to the shrew, for in Baptista's vault my treasure lies. He hath the jewel of my life in his hold, his youngest daughter, beautiful Bianca, and keeps her from me and her other suitors, rivals in my love, knowing it impossible that ever Caterina will be wooed. Therefore, this order hath Baptista given, that none shall have access unto Bianca until Catherine the Cursed have got a husband.
Catherine the Cursed? A title for a maid, of all titles the worst.
Now, friend Petruchio, further my affair and offer me, disguised in sober robes, to old Baptista as a schoolmaster, well versed in music, to instruct Bianca. That so I may by this disguise at last steal those moments to make love to her, and unsuspected court her for myself.
Master, look about you. Who goes there? Ha!
Peace, Grumio. It is the rival of my love. But why comes Grumio, who is an ignoramus, with this apparent scholar?
Cetera, Priami, Regia.
Here's some knavery. See, to baffle the old folks, how the young folks plot together.
The Play On podcast series, The Taming of the Shrew, was written by William Shakespeare.
And translated into modern English verse by Amy Freed.
All episodes were directed by Art Mankey.
Radio play by Amy Freed and Leanna Keys.
The cast is as follows.
Susanna
Alan Gilmore
Rogers. Susanna Rogers as Katharina.
Alan Gilmore as Petruchio.
Annie Abrams as Bianca.
Mike McShane as Baptista.
Tom Patterson as Lucentio.
Kyle T. Hester as Tranio.
Danny Shea as Gremio and Curtis.
J. Paul Bamer as Hortensio and Pedant.
Rob Nagel as Grumio and Vincentio.
Casey Mahaffey as Biondello and Taylor.
Tessa Aubergenois as Widow and Haberdasher.
Casting by the Telsey office, Karen Castle, CSA.
Original music composition, mix, and sound design by Lindsay Jones.
Sound engineering by Sadaharu Yagi.
Mix engineer and dialogue editor, Larry Walsh.
Podcast mastering by Greg Cortez at New Monkey Studio.
Coordinating producer, Transcend Streaming, Kira Bowie and Liana Keys.
Executive producer, Michael Goodfriend.
The Play On podcast series, The Taming of the Shrew, is produced by Next Chapter Podcasts and is made possible by the generous support of the Hits Foundation.
Visit nextchapterpodcast.com for more about the Play On podcast series.
Visit playonshakespeare.org for more about Play On Shakespeare.
Subscribe to Play On Premium on Apollo Plus for ad-free episodes and join our Patreon for exclusive merchandise and early commercial-free releases.
Go to playonpodcast.com for our bonus content, where you'll find interviews with the artists, producers, and engineers who brought it all to life.
And remember,
a woman may be made a fool if she has not the spirit to resist.
Join Play On Premium to get merch like t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs, ad-free episodes, and bonus content video featuring interviews with the actors, producers, playwrights, and directors who brought it all to life. Go to ncpodcasts.com and subscribe to Play On Premium to support the art and the artists.
McDonald's presents Burger Reviews by Hamburglar. Today's review, the hotter, juicier classic burgers. Mr. Hamburglar.
Robble, robble.
He said, of all the McDonald's burgers I've ever hamburgled, these are the hottest, juiciest, and tastiest.
Robble.
Hamburglary is on the rise. Get caught with a medium double cheeseburger meal for $6. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal price. Comparison to prior classic burgers.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Next Chapter Podcasts.